Welcome, Coker Athletic fans, to another exciting episode of the Cobra Corner. My name is Will Habel, and I'll be your host today. Today, I'm alongside Max Hogan, my teammate and Coker Athletics photographer. In this episode, we will be going over the past week's results, as well as looking in the next week in Coker Athletics. Later on this week, we'll have Coach Hackney of Coker Golf on the show, as well as Abby McCants of Coker Softball. Sit back as we unpack the latest and greatest updates from Coker University Athletics. All right, let's dive right into our weekly roundup, highlighting key results and performances across Coker this past week. First up, we have softball, who split the series against Mars Hill on Tuesday. They took Game 2 with a score of 9-5. McCants went 4 for 4 from the plate with 4 RBIs, while Tibby Hessian will get the win on the mound for the Cobras, while Kelsey Goley went 2 for 3 from the plate with 3 RBIs. And then moving on to this weekend, softball had their Morgan's Message game on Saturday as they swept UVA Wise with the scores of 8-0 and 6-5. In Game 1, Cam Jackson went 3 for 3 for the plate, batting in 2 runs, while Matty Andrews stood tall at the plate, only allowing one hit in the first game. Katie Ray hit 2 homers in Game 2 to bring in a total of 3 runs, while Kelsey Scott went 4 for 5 from the plate, while Maya Cribbs also batted in 2 runs in the game. Now we're going to move to the other diamond with baseball, Max.
To start off, big win for baseball this weekend. Currently, they are 3rd in the SAC. That's huge. Earlier in the week, on Tuesday, they lost to UNC Pembroke. Wiped that off. Weekend recap. Friday, they won 9-6, with the win going to Benjamin Blackwell for pitching. Standout player of the game, Jalen Mack. He drove in 3 runs, helping the Cobras win this game. On to the Saturday. Game 1 went into extra innings. Oh, wow.
It's all right. It's your first episode.
Yeah.
All
right.
Keep it rolling.
Yeah, went into extra innings. So, extra innings.
Oh, yeah.
Not innings. But that led to them playing a total of 19 innings of baseball on Saturday. That's a lot.
Yeah, Mac, you used to play. I mean, you tell me before the show. That's a lot of innings to play in one day.
Not many people are built to play 19 innings of baseball.
Coker baseball is, though.
Yeah, we got a bunch of dogs on this team. First game, the win for pitching goes to Landon Reeves. Coker went on a 4-run rally in the 5th inning. It was highlighted with an RBI hits from Cameron Farrell, Hunter Poole, Ike Sereno, and Jacob Yarberry. Gabriel Santiago delivered the game-winning hit for Coker. It's huge. Second game, the win for pitching goes to Garrett Dunn. Key players for this game include also, again, Jalen Mack. He had 3 RBIs, and Cameron Farrell contributed a double and an RBI.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit also before the show. That's a big win for Coker baseball in the SAC standings, nonetheless, because before that game, Tusculum took down Wingate. Wingate in the.
Well, we were at Tusculum.
Yeah, so that was a big game for Coker. So Coker coming in, they sweep Tusculum, moving them to 3rd in the SAC. They currently sit at 14-7. Just 3 games out of first place. Catawba 17-4, and then second place is Wingate with 15-6 in the conference. With that being said, we're going to move out to the track. The Cobras competed in the JCSU Golden Bulls Invitational this past week. Coker took 1st and 2nd overall in the 100 meters, while Jeffrey Stiles earned the gold with a 10.61, while Yazier Purcell Garcia would take the silver with a 10.63. And the Coker would sweep the top 3 in the 200 meter with Stiles, Purcell Garcia, and Donovan Jones. Jeffrey Stiles actually broke the school record in the 200 meter with a 21.1. And then Purcell Garcia is now 14 in D2 in the 200 meters. And Stiles is 10th overall time in D2 as well. And then moving to the women's track side of things, Mariah Mitchum earns gold for the Cobras in the 400 meter with a time of 57.26. And then we're going to move out to the courts with tennis, who men's and women's tennis both swept Marcel this past week with The bright start coming on the day. Wait, this is you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, rookie mistakes. I'm making them too. All right, Max, kick us off with men's tennis.
Well, early on in the week, on Thursday, they lost. No big deal. We gathered it. Swept Mars Hill on Saturday, 7-0. We will go back to Thursday. The bright spot on Thursday was Samuel Winter grabbed an 8-6 win for the Cobras single point they had. Saturday, big win, sack win. So that's good for the standings. Deculaway went 6-2. Lamers went 6-0. Winter won 6-4. Hun went 4-6 and 6-2 and 10-4. Morera went 6-2 and 6-2, and Peralta went 6-2 and 6-4. I left off one win for Deculaway and Lamers. Deculaway went 6-0, and Lamers went 6-2.
Yeah, so now moving on to the women's side of things, like I said earlier, they swept the weekend, winning 7-0. Jade Beligy and Emerson Banning teamed up on court 1 with a 6-2 victory, while Krieg and Macias won on court 2 with 6-0. And then Sierra and Myers got the win on court 3 with the final score of 6-1. And then all six women's singles all went on to win, with that being Beligy, Sierra, Krieg, Banning, Macias, and Myers. All right, Coker Athletic fans. So now we're going to move into our second segment on the day, looking into next week as we look into Coker Athletics in the upcoming week. So first off, we have men's golf at the Argonaut Invitational in Pensacola, Florida, at the Pensacola Country Club. As we are recording this currently on Monday, the men are currently hold second place with a combined score of 11 under par, being one stroke out of the tie for the lead. Now moving out to the diamond with baseball.
Baseball, they are headed on the road to play number 3 in the nation, NGU. That's in my hometown. These boys are real deal. That should be a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple weeks ago, we had Coach Fico on, and he was not scared to schedule these big midweek games. So, I mean, he says it prepares the troops for battle, and it shows that these boys can hang with anybody in the country. So, best of luck to baseball as they take on the third team of the country.
Yep, after they head to NGU, they will head on the road to the North Carolina mountains for a 3-game series against Mars Hill in a SEC matchup. First game will be Friday at 2 p.m. The second game 2 and 3 will be on Saturday 12 p.m. and 3 p.m.
Yep.
And now to the courts.
Yeah, so this week the men's and women's tennis teams will take on Newberry on Wednesday, starting at 2 p.m., and then they will be at home this weekend to take on Emory and Henry in another SAC tilt. Now about to the softball field.
Softball will be headed on the road for a 2-game series against Newberry. The times will be 2 and 4 p.m. They will be on the road again Saturday for a doubleheader against Anderson. The times will be 12 and 2 p.m. Now to the track circle.
Yeah, so men's and women's track are going to head up to Hickory, North Carolina in the Southside Power and Fitness Invitational. And now on to Acro. Big week for Acro, Max. Why don't you elaborate a little more on that?
Yeah, man. Acro. They're big dogs on campus, too.
Yeah, they are.
They've made it to the – it's not a tournament.
Conference tournament.
The national meet.
No, it's conference.
National champions. I'm saying a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, that was
They've
big.
got some,
we had Bree on last week talking about that and how the girls love to see that, seeing this program grow from what it was.
Yeah, they've got some bad blood from last year, too. They fell short. So this year they will be headed to the Conference Carolina tournaments competing against Lander in the semis. The championship will be on Sunday.
Acro they take on Lander this weekend. They already they beat them earlier in the year, so hopefully they can get the best of them again and advance to that conference championship. All right, and then a big matchup for our team here at lacrosse this upcoming weekend. We take on number 2 Lenore Ryan at 3 p.m. at their place. So should be an interesting game here for the Coker Cobras this week. And then moving out to the links with women's golf.
Women's golf is headed out to the SAC Championship on Sunday. The tournament will run through Tuesday.
All right, that's just going to about wrap it up here on the Cobra Corner. Max, appreciate you coming on. First podcast for you. How you did pretty good, man.
Yeah, couple mess ups, a little nervous. I don't know. Maybe have to come back on sometime.
Yeah, for sure, man. You did good. Always look forward to having new faces on the show. Like I said earlier, later on in the week we'll have Coach Hackney of men's golf on, and we'll have Abby McCants of Coker softball coming off her big game, 4-for-4 from the plate. So it should be interesting to talk with them too. Later on this week, should be about Wednesday or Thursday, so we'll get that episode out as soon as we can, most likely on Thursday or Friday. That's just about going to do it. Max, you got anything to add?
Go Cobras.
Yep, go Cobras as always. So we hope you enjoy the show. Can't wait to see you supporting Coker Athletics in the stand or online. Remember, your passion and support really does make a difference for our team, so keep cheering, be loud. Let's go Cobras. See y'all later in the week.